Alright, GH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Twary Babes, coming at you with the late night review for Taco Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday, February the 27th, 2024. Hope you guys had a good day. I had a pretty okay day, feeling a little bit better each day by day. I can honestly say that when you turn 50, well, I'm over 50 now, getting sick ain't fun. Well, it ain't fun when you're any age, but it's kicking my butt, guys. But I'm kicking it back, taking care of myself and eating healthy. But anyhow, thank you guys for your warm and beautiful comments. Thank you so much for that. I really, truly appreciate that. I appreciate the community that I get to share General Hospital in. I appreciate all of you guys. I really, truly do. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscription button. If you like the content, that is. And if you do like the content, hit that like button. It does help get my videos out into the soapy algorithm of things. But anywho, guys, you didn't want to hear all about that, right? No. Let's talk about GH, because GH was what? Given. Highs, lows, and everything in between. But let's talk about it, peeps, because we're going to start this one off in Blaze's room at the Metro Court. And I'm just going to say, Miss Ramirez, I am not impressed, honey. I could not, guys. I mean, we've had just a slew of bad parents coming on GH and just behaving badly. Now, I am going to point this fact out. I wish this story would have happened with Elizabeth and her son. Was it Aiden? I think it was Aiden. I can't remember. I think it was Aiden. I wish this would have happened because we would have been more vested into both of them. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not saying that I'm not invested into Blaze. She's not somebody that I have, like, you know. And I'm not saying I have connection to Aiden either, because we hardly ever get to see the kids. But we do have a connection to Elizabeth. Okay? These are two people that this is happening to that we really just don't have any kind of, oh, okay, this is really horrible. Like Adam and his dad. You know, it's just like, damn, really horrible. But anywho, let's talk about it. So Blaze tells her mom that Christina is her girlfriend. And her mom is moving around, folding clothes, talking about discipline and money. And you know how a mother's work is never done. And she's completely not paying attention to what her daughter just said. Now, as a mom, I ain't gonna lie, I have done this to my kids when they're talking about something. And for me, it's really just asinine conversations, just those filler conversations. And I'm one of those people who I just can't do the filler conversations. I just can't do it. It's like, okay, is there a point to this? Okay. But if one of my kids was to come and tell me that something as major as this, you think I'm going to keep moving around and acting like I didn't even hear that? I was so irritated with her mom. I was like, are you serious? Your child is telling you something that is very significant to them, and you're just gonna act like you don't even hear it? I wasn't feeling that at all. I was real angry about that. I ain't gonna say angry because, you know, of course it's fictional, but I was just like disappointed in the character, not the actor. But anyway, Blaze's mom accuses Chris of whispering fantasies into her daughter's ear, and that her daughter doesn't have these kind of ridiculous ideas. I know my daughter. Didn't I say that yesterday? That I was hoping that she would not say that Christina was seducing or luring or putting fantasies. So you can't put that kind of fantasy into somebody's head. You can't put that kind of fantasy into somebody's head. I just was like, wow, this woman is so, and you do not know your kid. You proved that yesterday when you didn't know that she didn't like non-vegan products, and you knew she didn't like coconut. I mean, come on, my kid's 30. My son's older than that. I know exactly what they do and don't not. My son don't like tuna. Can't stand it. I ain't gonna sneak it in. I ain't gonna sit there and bring him some tuna products and be like, Mom, I told you. I'm not trying to say that, but at the same time, you don't know your daughter. And I still, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about my own family and personal life, But I've been in this situation in some sorts. And I feel like to not acknowledge or not see that there's somebody that might be struggling with something, or not even going to say struggling, that is going through something. I don't know. And I've been in this kind of situation. Oh my gosh. So I guess I can say that people can do that. They can just overlook what's right in their faces. They can just overlook what's right in their faces. And it's heartbreaking because that's a hard thing for, this is hard. Blaze, what she did, that was hard. Telling her mom that. In real life, it is hard. No, guys, I'm not gay. I'm not a homosexual. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying, anytime you have to tell the truth of something that you know your family is not going to approve of, it's hard. And that truth right there in particular is very hard. And I just was so upset with the mom. But anyway, not even, and I say I'm upset not because you're supposed to, you gotta hear your kid. You gotta love your kid. You gotta reach out to your kid. Because even if you don't agree with their lifestyle, you need to be that safety net for your kid. Okay, I'm done preaching. I'm done preaching. Sorry, guys. So Blaze tells her that she only knows the parts that she lets her see. And there's the parts that you just don't want to see. So even if Blaze, and guys, we're going to get more into this. Let me keep going because I don't want to keep stopping. I don't want to keep stopping. Blaze wants her mom to see her. And her mom doesn't want to discuss this. The only thing she wants to discuss is the finances. And I'm like, now you're really making me just feel like, look at you like trash. Trash mom kind of thing. This is a trash mom kind of situation. Her mom ain't trying to accept anything else. She's already accepted Blaze wanting to have a music career and Blaze traveling all around the world and handling Blaze's finances and doing the books. And I'm thinking, while you're handling all this and you're having such a hard time with this, why weren't you looking more into your daughter when she was going through the link thing? Why weren't you more involved with that? Your child was being well, I don't know what terms we can use on YouTube because everybody says you can't say certain words, but she was being mistreated by her producer. You should have known that, mom. You should have been more involved with that, mom. Yeah, you handle the finances and all that, but that's your kid. She might be grown, but that's still. And you talking about, you know your daughter, so you didn't know that your daughter was being mistreated by her last producer while her mom's trying to throw Brooklyn down and saying that Brooklyn is too distracted. You're too distracted too, mom, because at least Brooklyn was there to see that your daughter needed help from that creep that was trying to take advantage of your baby. Oh my gosh, I was just like, I am over this woman already. But anyway, her mom then, like I said, she questions Brooklyn and the fact that she hasn't, and then she brings up the fact that she hasn't released a new single. And I'm like, are you effing serious? And Christina might be the distraction, and your little friend might be the distraction, and why you ain't released your single. And I'm like, this woman is horrible. Even if you don't agree with your child's lifestyle choices, this is not the way you do it. This ain't the way. This ain't the way. This ain't the way. This ain't the way. In my life, we have so much teenage people unaliving themselves. This ain't the way. That ain't the way. That ain't the way. And believe me, that ain't the way. Moving along. Blaze asked her mom to stop looking for a song and look at what's standing right in front of you. Me, mommy. Me, your daughter. I'm trying to tell you my truth. I'm trying to tell you who I am. I haven't been telling you who I am for the longest, and I'm here trying to share something so special to you because this woman is so special to me. You think her mom heard any of that? Blaze, I gotta give it to you, Blaze, did a greater performance. I can't think of the young lady's name. She did pretty good. She did pretty good. I think if she would have added just a little bit more emotion to it, I probably would have got, teary-eyed. But it was pretty powerful. And the way her mom was just disregarding her the whole entire time broke broke my heart. It broke my heart. Made me very just like wow, because unfortunately I know that's in real life that happens. But I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna start attaching it to real life situations because it happens in real life. But anyway, so mom's walks out because she's had enough, and it's obvious that Blaze doesn't want to talk about her music career. Gosh, you know what? If she wanted to relate that to her music career, you know what she could have said? You know how this is going to affect your fan. Your fan base could be really seriously affected by this. She didn't even go there. She didn't even. And then when the mom leaves, and then Christina and her start talking, it's like she's had these conversations with Christina. It sounds like so rehearsed, like she wasn't shocked that I was in the bed, like she, like she was already aware. Yeah, because she is just basically not seeing her kid. Not seeing her kid. I'm just not going to deal with that. I'm not going to deal with that side of her, who she is. But so you're not going to deal with it. You don't accept it. You still deal with the kid. You ain't got to sit there and be like, yee-haw, kissing everybody and all that. No, just accept your kid. Be there for your kid. Oh, my God. So, you know what? So, yeah. So, Chris feels like the mom denial was practiced. And turns out her mom has friends that are gay. And Christina says, well, that's different when it's your kid. And that's true. It is different when it's your kid. But still, it shouldn't be like that. The hell? Oh my God. Shouldn't be like that still. And Blaze is not sorry for having any feelings for Christina. And she says that she finally feels free. Like she finally has got the weight off of her shoulders. And I'm wondering if they're going to bring grandma in. And grandma's going to be like, get your life together. That's my granddaughter. You better get over yourself. I forgave you when you had her and divorced the daddy, or whatever the daddy is, or if there's any daddy at all. Is it Sonny the daddy? I don't know who the daddy. Alcazar the daddy. Moving along. We're going to go. You know I'm just being messy. We're going to move along to that 8. Ooh, wouldn't that be funny, though, if Alazar was? Then she finds out that Christina is Sonny's kid, and she's like, ooh, we don't even deal with those people. That would be more juicier. But anyway, so we're going to go to Ava's art gallery. We got Sonny and Nina and the conversation that needed to happen 10,000 years ago. Highlight moment. Sonny is still going to let Nina keep riding the pony about Carly keeping her kids from her, knowing full well that he had a little bit a part to that. No, he didn't say to do it, but he knew who was who and what was what, except for the Willow situation. He didn't know about that, but he definitely knew about the Nell situation. And every time Nina brings up Nell, Sonny should have a cold shiver that goes up his spine for what Nell did to not just his son and his grandson, but to him, having him believe that he slept with her. Every time she brings her up, I would get a cold chill up my spine and be like, don't bring her up no more. I know you hurt because you don't have your daughter, but that girl hurt me and my family. She had them thinking I was sleeping with her. And I just feel like Sonny is such a coward that he does not address certain situations. And he still lets Nina get away with the shit. Because that's basically what he's doing. And he's such a coward. It's like, oh my God. But you know what? Let me stop. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my two peoples. I was going to say favorites. Sonny, I do love Sonny. Don't get me wrong. Because I love him doesn't mean that I can't talk crap about him. He's a coward. Ugh. Anyway. So he tells Nina, you got something to say? Say it. And this heifer, yes, I said it, heifer has the nerve to say, I've known you use tone like that with other people, but I never thought you would use it with me. And I'm like, bitch, please. The denial of this woman. Spider, don't get mad at me, baby. Kyrese, don't get mad at me, baby. Nina lovers, don't get mad at me. But this is how they're writing Cynthia, okay? The denial. Why? I'm going to be saying this a lot when it comes to this conversation because I'm like, really, Nina? Maybe that's what I'll do. Every time she does something like that, I'll be like, really, Nina? Move along, Tori. Move along. She tells Sonny that she misses him and she's done missing him. They discuss the shooting and Sonny's like, yeah, I'm good. Nobody's hurt. Since you know about it and you talked to Ava, why are we talking about it? Get to the point. And when Nina asks more about the security and somebody and where's Dex and what's going on with that, he says, that's none of your damn business. He really wasn't in the mood to conversate too much. I guess if she didn't talk about the marriage, then he wasn't going to talk about anything else. Which I don't blame him, because she is a leaking ship. I said sheep. Nina feels like Sonny is still her concern and brings up the divorce, then asks about his wedding ring. You don't have your wedding ring on. And he's like, it's Sonny's face. And I'm like, are you serious, Nina? You're surprised? I still have mine on. He's like, that's your choice. I was like, oh my God. This is, to me, guys, I know some people might say, that's not groveling. Sonny lets her know that the ring symbolizes love and trust and fidelity. And that's all gone. So why are you surprised? And I'm like, did they just draw this so she can just get kicked in the gut slowly and grovel some more? I don't, after a while, it's like, it's not even fun anymore. Well, I am laughing, so I should stop. Laughing again, there I go. Nina says it's only gone when I say so. And that's basically what she means. I don't care if you say that you don't love me or you don't want me. I still love you and I want you. And we all remember the last time this happened with Silas. And she pretended like she was in a wheelchair. Oh my God. Anyway. Nina, okay, I'm sorry, guys. Nina asked Sonny to forget about the papers and the ring and just remember their love. And she brings up her turning Drew and Carly in and says that she was and says that Sonny would have done the same thing and that he understands her because we believe in doing unto others before they can do unto us. And this is when I said to myself, damn, Nina thinks she got a friend. It ain't Sonny, because what does he say? No, you did it because you were jealous. I do what I got to do because I'm a businessman, but you jealous. He brings up Donna, Wiley, and Amelia. And y'all, did y'all see her face? She was all like, it did as soon as she got that little 5 seconds of grief, it went right away and she went right back into her own self. I made a rash decision. Nina brings up Carly taking her daughters from her again. And I'm like, Sonny doesn't say anything about it again. And I'm like, Sonny, why don't you say, hey, look, every time you bring up Nell's name, cold shivers run down my back. That woman not only set up to destroy Carly and put her in the crazy house, but she also effed my son up, left him on the ground to die, then stole his kid, had his kid thinking the kid was dead, then had me thinking I slept with her. Will you stop bringing her up? I don't care about her. She needs to stay gone. I never liked her, never will. Sonny is being a coward. It's like he's okay with letting somebody else take the energy for something that he had no problems with backing up. Another person we want to throw out in the picture, Jax. You had no problem. Jax knew who she was, knew what happened, and convinced Carly not to say anything. But who do you have heat for, Nina? You have heat for Carly. Girl, you need to find something else to do. But I'm tired of Sonny not saying anything. I'm just thinking, Sonny, you a coward. You need to man up. You need to man up. Oof. Tell that girl how you really feel about Nell. And I'm not talking about Willow. Because in truth, no, fuck Nina. Well, Carly don't like Nina. Nina don't like Carly. Why does she owe Nina to tell her about Willow. You didn't tell me my husband was dead. You didn't tell me my husband was alive, had my kids and me grieving. Heck you, bitch. Even is even. Okay, let me stop. I'm getting off subject. But Sonny but tells her she can come up with a million excuses, but she's reckless and petty, and that's unforgivable. And I'm looking to myself, so that's unforgivable, but the Nixon Falls, that was forgivable? Her having your kids thinking you were dead, that's forgivable? But being petty and reckless? I would have liked if he would have said, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. I tried. It was hard for me to overlook what you did. But this right here, this was it. Like, I can't trust you. You keep lying to me. I would have been like, he's right. He's right. Let me keep going. Let me see. Where is it? Nina admits that she ain't no saint, and she should have called Carly twice. Something changed, though. Something changed in me. I fell in love. And that's my motivation. Our love. I'm like, oh my God, Nina. God help her. Somebody help this child. Sonny says, I can't deny that. And Nina says, Sonny never. Then this right here, Sonny. Nina says, Sonny never felt this kind of love before with nobody. Not with Carly. And I'm like, are you trying to judge Sonny's love for Carly versus his love for you? First of all, you half-wit. That's the mother of his children. Secondly, you half-wit. They have like 30-some years together. Thirdly, honey, she's still in the circle. And if she's not right now, she'll be right back in the circle. While you sitting outside the circle. Then you want that you are... There are 1,000 women that we could put ahead of Carly, Nina, and you would not be one of them. Brenda, Connie Kate. I think that's the only ones. Brenda and Connie Kate. Yeah. I think that's the only ones. Almost Alexis, but she, ran off. Because he was going, he liked Alexis. I'm just saying, Nina, you're not, You're not one of them. Yeah, Sonny's going to be mad at Carly for a minute, probably for a long time. But you're still out of the circle, boo. Moving along. She dares Sonny to tell him that he don't love her no more. And Sonny admits that he hasn't stopped loving her. And, and he's loved her every second. But that's what makes this even harder. That's what makes this backstab feel even worse. The fact that I did love you. And then I forgave you for Nixon Falls. I forgave you for that. And you just keep lying to me. You just keep lying to me. That's the part where I was like, okay, now he's connecting the dots a lot more solidly. Nina says that she did a bad thing, but sometimes good things can come from bad things. And I'm like, what? Like when you have a horrible, when a eruption happens from a volcano and everybody has to scatter. Maybe I shouldn't use that analogy because that's too soon. But they say that, like, after that goes away, millions, several thousands of years later, it comes back, and because of the nutrients from the ash, everybody's... Okay, I shouldn't use that because that was really horrible what happened in Hawaii to those beautiful people. But at the same time, what? Good okay, maybe you guys can understand that better. Maybe I'm just feeling that certain type of way because I don't like Nina. I love Cynthia, great actress, but Nina, oh my God, they write her to be the worst. But moving along, Nina says, she admits that she was wrong about what she did with Carly, and she was wrong about the lying. But I'm like, you're admitting to stuff that you're still trying to do. You're still trying to go. I mean, I understand Drew's coming after you. Whatever, girl. Do your business. But leave Carly out of it. She just go. I mean, maybe she don't, but she wouldn't even believe Carly if Carly told her, girl, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you at all. I want you out of my life, my mind, and my... She probably wouldn't believe Carly anyway. But you're still at it. You're still being petty. Be the bigger guy. Be the bigger guy that gets beat up and everybody's like, oh... Then they can really feel sorry for you. Instead of just being a victim. A victimless victim. Nina asks for forgiveness. And Sonny says, I can forgive you, but I can never forget. what you did in Nixon Falls, that was hard to accept. But I did it because not because you did it because I felt that you didn't do it because of Carly, but because of your love for me. And I'm like, okay, Sonny, you go right back into the doy land. What the hell do you mean? She definitely did that because she hated Carly. She definitely did that. She didn't just fall in love with you the first 3 days, the first 4 days, the first 5 days. Wasn't he gone for almost a year, folks? Almost a year. Really, Sonny? This is where I say he has super blinders on when it comes to Nina. And if he ever does get back with her and she just brings him all the way down, I'm not going to feel bad. I wish I could, but I'm not going to feel bad because his blinders for this woman, it's like his past relationships when he had blinders for these obviously toxic women. You're like, dude, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, dude? But moving along. But you deliberately set out to punish Carly and lashed out without caring about the consequences, and now you're going to have to deal with them. And walks out. And I was like, well, Nina, I guess this is your answer to, if he wants to work it out. And what does Nina say? I'm going to hold on. I'm never going to let go. I'm going to hold on to our marriage, even if I'm the only one holding on to it. And this is where I think she needs to watch herself, because Sonny in the corner is not right. He don't do good in corners. He makes really piss poor decisions when he's backed in a corner. If she was smart, she would back off, let him get over it, let him whine, calm down, let him divorce, keep doing what she's doing, don't go for the petty shit, and take care of herself. She gonna get her man back if she do that stuff. But continue to be petty and going back and forth with all this, and pretty soon Carly and Sonny are going to talk eventually because they have kids together. Even though the kids are not, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Nina could have had her cake and eat it too, but she just threw everything away, and she's still doing it. We're gonna move over to along to Maxie's place, because I have a lot more to talk about. Okay, so I was going to say this for these two people that have a solid history and of a history. I mean, like for real solid history. I would have thought they would have did a lot better at communicating with each other during this segment. And maybe because it's been a while, maybe because they're talking about love. I don't know, but I would have thought that the communication, she would have it would have went better. I know Spinelli, he's not really good at this, and he even says, I'm not good at articulating my feelings. I'm not good at articulating, and I'm, he's messing up. He's saying the wrong things. Well, the right things, but the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's what made Maxie call him back, is that she knows this. Wait a second. This is us. This is how we, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, Maxie is in denial and wants to go back to normal, put the genie back into the bottle. And Spinelli's like, no, we can't do that. I think I'm falling in love with you. And she's like, oh, you think? Okay, well, text me or email me when you know for sure. And he's like, okay, no, that's not what I said. I said it wrong. I do know I love you. I love you. And that he's always been in love with her. And Maxie's like, okay, wait a second, don't change back history, because there were several periods, when he was married to another woman, that you weren't in love with me. He's like, yeah, but I never, and I felt what he said. He says, I loved you. I was still in love with you. I still loved you, but it wasn't like front burner. It was just inside. I never stopped loving you, though. I can believe that. I can honestly believe that he never stopped really loving Maximista. And he says he wishes he was, like I said, he wishes that he was more articulate, but he's tired of fighting his feelings, and he's been fighting them since Christmas. And Maxie tells him she loves him too, and Spinelli screams it out loud, oh my God, you love me? World, she loves me. And then everything just kind of goes downhill after that. Everything just goes downhill after that, guys. Down freaking hill. My heart just went out the window. Because the next thing Maxie wonders is is it enough? And she brings up their history of failed relationships in the past. Spinelli tells Maxie that they were meant to be together. And she's like, yeah, maybe it is fate. Maybe it is fate that brought us together and got those pipes busted. And then that's when Spinelli decides to tell the truth and says, well, and I'm glad he did. Let's just be real, guys. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he didn't do a Peter. I'm glad he didn't. I'm not saying he is a Peter. That's funny that she would say that too. Or an Austin. But I'm glad he didn't continue to lie to her. I really appreciate the fact that he finally told her the truth. Because you don't want to build love on lies. So he told her, okay, so it wasn't fate. My pipes weren't busted. A little birdie told me about your financial situation. And I thought it would be a great idea to come in and help you out. And pay, help you get caught up. And Maxie loses it. So first, what? You don't think I'm responsible? You don't think I can take care of me and my kids? You don't think I can get myself out of this rut? I know I've been, it's been hard at deception, but I'm kicking butt. I'm coming back in there. But you and this little birdie don't think I can make it on my own? And Spinelli's just saying, not the right responses, because it's like fire questions now. Maxie's pissed. So he was like nervous, and he's trying to not lose the woman he just confessed his heart to. And he knows that she loves him. But Maxie's pissed. And I can't be mad at her. I can't be mad at her. I wish that she would have calmed down a little bit. And I don't know if comparing him to Peter and Austin was maybe appropriate. But as far as her feeling like they used to, use their love for her to justify their lying to her, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at no woman wants that. No woman wants that, especially from those two weirdos. Okay, but not from Spinelli either. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you have to share that love with her mother too, then, right? Because her mother was part of the plot. If not, she was probably the plot starter. But like I was saying, Spinelli tries to clean things up, and he's just not doing a good job. And Maxie tells him that she is no longer the wild and crazy Maxie, and that she's grown up and she knows how to take care of her and her kids. And you see me as some unresponsible person that you have to bail out. And then, of course, Spinelli messes up again with that response. And Spinelli tells her that he is falling in love with this Maximista, and that she is everything he wants and more. Because, guys, he's living there. He's watching her with the kids, and he's watching her with how handle the household, and he's fallen in love with wild and young crazy Maxie, and now he's fallen in love with the mature, more stable-minded Maxie. So, like, he can honestly say that he's loved her since then. And I was like, I hate that they're having this argument, but I get it. It's soapy, but I hope they, come on, push through, guys. This is what I want. This relationship is the relationship that I want. And Maxie tells him Maxie ain't trying to hear that shit. She kicks Spinelli out. She says, you want to make me happy? You want to do something that makes me happy? Get out. Pack your stuff and get out. Spinelli's like, well, wait a minute. Where am I going to go? She says, your pipes ain't busted. You can go home. In fact, you don't want to go home? You feeling lonely? You can go hang out with Cody at the stables. I was like, oh, okay, she's really pissed. And yeah, they did talk about the Cody and Sasha, and that Cody and Sasha were really believing that they should get together, but I don't want to hear that either, because you lied to me, and so you need to get out. And he leaves, and then when she turns around and looks at the house, she turns back and be like, oh crap. And I don't know if she's doing that because he forgot his coat, or because she realized that she just kicked this man out, just because she did tell him she's going to send him his stuff. You ain't even got to pack your stuff. Just go. I'll send it to wherever you at. She calls him and we don't know if he was far gone enough to hear her. I'm like, he just walked out the door, so he should be right there. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? We'll see. So the last story is the Carly and Drew story, guys. And I was not happy with this story. And I'm a big Carly fan. But I was not happy with this story. I was not happy with how it ended. I was not happy with Carly. I was finally like, thank God we finally done with Drew. No, we ain't fun. We're not done with Drew, guys. But anywho, So, sorry. I felt okay. So I got two quick questions. Don't get mad at me, guys. I'm asking y'all these questions, but I got two quick questions. Okay? Did Carly and Drew have petty sex? Does Carly pity Drew, and that's why she gave him some? Is Carly still gonna want him after they done? Is Carly's guilt keeping her with Drew? Is Carly's guilt keeping her with Drew? That's question number 2. And question number 1 was, did Carly just get this man some petty sex? I'm sorry, some pity sex. Pity sex. Petty? No, not petty. Pity. Yeah, P-I-T-Y. Pity. Did she give him some petty sex? But anyway, let's move along. I know that I'm being messy, but whatever. So Drew brings up that she's okay, so Drew was coming at my girl and I was not feeling that shit, okay? So Drew brings up that she's still at Bobby's but let go of Crimson. I'm like, okay, first of all, Bobby's is hers, okay? Hers. Her mother had that restaurant. That is a family restaurant. Crimson, that ain't her. Okay, that ain't family. So how dare you come into my, oh yeah, so you still got your day job, but you let Crimson go. Yeah, you're damn right I sure did. This is my mama's stuff and this is my stuff and I'm keeping it. And they both admit that they said some things that they shouldn't have. And I'm like, why? No, Carly, this is my mama's stuff, and I'm holding it down. What you talking about? Oh, you nothing. Carly needs to stop this. But anyway, Carly wants Drew to leave Pentonville and Nina behind him, and Drew's like, I can't do that. But Carly admits that she's and when Drew brings up about taking over Crimson and that, how I made Carly feel, Carly's like, yeah, I loved it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I admitted it. And then she says something about making Crimson better. And I'm like, okay, honey, you've only had one issue. Let's not jump the speed saying we've made Crimson better. One issue compared to the many issues that Nina has made. And y'all know, I don't like that woman. But this is real. This is real. You cannot say you made a product better until you've had successful long term. When you say that you've had long term success and you just was the first time, that them sense don't add up, Carly Boo. But you tried. You tried. Carly tells Drew that she's trying to rise above her impulses and be more like her mom, or else Nina wins. Now, Drew did say that, I wanted to get to the part, I think I skipped something. Drew says that old him is gone. Drew tells Carly he's not the same. People keep telling him that. But that Drew that he used to be is gone for good, because of the Pentonville thing. And I'm like, I wish he'd stop trying to put all of his mental angst into the Pentonville situation. Bro, you were in there for 3 months. 3 months. Privilege. 3 months. Victor had you gone for all of Scout's life, damn near. And I mean, not all of it. Okay, maybe I might be dragging out the number, but a pretty much good part of it. That right there would have been way more traumatizing than the 3-month prison sentence. Maybe some post-traumatic stress from you getting beat up at the guards. But weren't you getting beat up by Victor's boys too? I'm just saying, I didn't want Carly getting back with this sucker, guys. I just didn't want it. But moving along, Drew tells Carly he still feels like he's in prison. And Carly tells him, yeah, the prison in your mind. Definitely a prisoner in his own mind. Drew admits that Carly is right, but doesn't know how to let go. And then it ends up happening. And I'm just like, I know that they can't split them up that easy, but I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that relationship to be over, because there's no chemistry there. It's not even believable. And it never was. I don't even know why they put her with Billy, not Billy. With Drew. That was just bad all around. And I'm looking forward to the new writers, guys. Then we're getting new writers. They said we should be seeing some of their stuff. So I'm excited. Right, this week we should be seeing some of their stuff. I heard, so I'm excited about that. But anywho, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of this because I've been on here long enough. It's always nice hanging out with you guys. I gotta go do some lemon now because my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. But y'all guys have an amazing day and an amazing sleep well tonight and have an amazing day. And thanks again for hanging out with me. Y'all be wonderful. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah.